Good morning, friends, and hello. Hello, friends. The update normally would have happened like 40 minutes ago, but there was a delay. I don't know what it was exactly, but we're literally just waiting. We're waiting to hear from them. So anybody that's asking like when the update is, we're not sure yet. Basically, as soon as possible. People are mad. Well, I mean, to be fair, people are ready to go, man. But also that's why we say whenever, like us especially, when we say when an update's coming, we think it's going to be at this time. It should be at this time. I don't think they ever officially were like it's going to happen at this second because they know there could be delays. Honestly, like I don't want to sound selfish here, but it was kind of a good thing for me. I had to take my kiddo to school, man. I did not get home until 5 minutes ago. All right. Ads. Oh, ads should have already played. I don't think they did. Unfortunate. If you get hit by ads at some point randomly, I'm very sorry. Hopefully it's while we're in this holding pattern. The Discord is disappointed. I know. Listen. I understand. But as somebody that has had their hands on the update, not even the full thing, because there's updates that are going to be coming to this, I can tell you from my personal experience and all the hours I have in this game that it feels better than what people are saying. In my opinion, is there things they need to work on? 1,000,000%. Yeah. Tater and I found out a bunch of stuff yesterday. So yes, I like it. Absolutely. Yes. I do not want to go back. It's just, there's just tweaks. There's tweaks, but that's what we're here for. We're here to voice our opinions and say, hey, blah, blah, blah. You've already gotten ads. Okay. Cause this says ads starting soon. If you get hit twice, just lean back and give Twitch one of these guys. That's the best we can do. Oh yeah. New animations. There's a new death animation. There's a new revive animation. We saw all that stuff yesterday. It was great. Absolutely great. No, so the drops are going to go live. Is that too much? The drops are going to go live as soon as the update goes live. So the easiest way to put it, honestly, we're just waiting. Yeah. Is it like this volume is good for me, but I don't want it to be like super smashing loud for anybody else. I love being able to see when others look at the journal. I think that's cool. I wish I maybe it's too much to ask for. I wish I could see what they're doing in the journal. I mean, it's nice though that you can see they're looking at the journal and they're not just standing there and they're like, oh no, I'm marking my book. So that's nice. Yeah. Is the update for it's for everything? Yes. So the player character update as of right now, we are just waiting, friends. Thank you for all the subs and biddies. I appreciate you guys so much. Hello, friends. Hi. There's a ton of streamers waiting. I know. So funny part for me, I thought they brutally murdered Benny. But I know. Listen, you're gonna have to cope. You've got to figure it out, man. Whether you've got to get your blankie out and do one of these guys on the taggy, or get a fidget spinner and just go a mile a minute. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. It'll be fine. Trust me. Trust me. There is enough odd crap happening with the new player models. We should be good. We should be good. Wonder what the drop will be, whether it's cosmetic or a badge. Oh, it's a cosmetic. Yeah. It's a cosmetic. I should probably see if I can get that on see if I can get that on my stream deck so that I can show you guys throughout the day. That might be a good idea. The update was to happen like 48 minutes ago. So I was like, okay, well, I've got to take my son to school. I can't I'm not going to be able to go live when this happens. I'll just go live when I get home. It's fine. Whatever. And then all of a sudden I heard that there was a delay. I was like, oh, go on. So then I messaged Tom. I was like, hey, Tom, not to be selfish here, but thanks. I appreciate the delay because I'm not home yet. And then I got home and I'm like, oh shit, I made it all the way home and they haven't even released it yet. Perfection. What in the hell is this? Hold on. This is not, I don't know what this is. This isn't mine. Here, we'll go back to this. I need those cosmetics. Listen, SpongeBob, I need you to relax. I need you to relax. The drops will happen as soon as the update happens. Correct. Coffee stat. I got it. I got it. But it's good to see you guys. Hello. Yeah, I could go ahead and open Phas. I mean, for now. And then whenever it's ready, it's ready. My hope was like, okay, maybe it'll be ready in 30 minutes. Or maybe it'll be ready in like an hour. So we'll see. I don't know. Feeling today? Good. Feeling good. Dude, like last week, it was like my body was just ready to like shut down. But like the past 2 days and today, so much better. Oh my God. So much better. My throat still. We don't have a time yet. There's no time. We don't have a time. We're waiting. So keep you updated as soon as I know. Sick last week too. Yep. I wonder if they're fixing the switching between items. So my understanding is that they might actually remove the whole animation between switching items altogether, which I think is a fantastic idea. I think that'd be great. If you guys are new here though, hi, this is happening all month long. I raise money for St. Jude every May and we do it for the entire month of May. So this is going nowhere for the entire month. I think we've collectively, we've collectively raised over $100,000 for St. Jude. I love them so much. They are amazing. No animations between items. Agreed. We made that known yesterday in the partner chat. Yeah. Hi, LD. We said yesterday that I understand the idea is to give immersion that you're switching, but it didn't do it. It just didn't do it. Oh, Cosmic. I love them. That company is so amazing and everything that they represent is so amazing. It's not worth it. Well, it doesn't feel immersive. Like I know people were poking fun a little bit about how far you hold your flashlight out, but at least for that thing, it felt almost more immersive. Like the light around the area when you're walking out, it feels more immersive in my opinion. AK, no one knows what you're talking about. Love the vids, super helpful. I appreciate it. But yes, friends, if you were wondering when the update is happening, if you're wondering when drops are happening, those are literally happening in tandem, except that we don't know when it is. It's right now a waiting room, if you will, because we're just waiting for them to have everything packaged up and ready to go. But yeah. So what I'll probably do, I mean, if I need to close the game and reopen the game, it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and open Phas as I have it currently. And then we'll confuse some people as to why I have it and no one else does. I didn't like how we held the flashlight. Yeah, it's a little bit wrist breaky. Yeah, I'd have to agree. Does that mean that I can take a quick nap? Well, I mean, if it's ready in 60 seconds, would you say that you can take a 60-second nap? That's my question to you. When with the Phas Discord and holy people. I know. It's going to be nonstop shouting. It's going to be nonstop shouting, dude. I get it, but right. That's why they don't tell us exact timings. It would be diabolical, but I mean, they want to go take a nap. What if the second they start their nap, all of a sudden it's ready to go? I can't tell if I'm hot or cold. Savvy, I'm good, friend. How are you? How long? So whenever it does go active, it will be 2 hours. 2 hours. Naps are important. I haven't taken like a nap in God knows how long. I feel bad for Kinetic. I know. Listen, I know, but they're getting there. Oh, I gotta check the temps in my house because it's like, hey, we're gonna try to. It's like 80 degrees downstairs, except not. Do you think that they fixed the bugs from yesterday? I'd say probably not. Freezing temps? I would say no. My guess is that some of the fixes that they're going to be doing are actually going to be happening by like the Alan Wake update. Yeah. When do we know if it has started? You will see an announcement from Kinetic or you'll hear it from us. Yeah. Will you be doing the High Priestess today? Oh, the drop for the High Priestess? I certainly will be. As soon as it goes live, you'll be able to get it right here. Right here. Yep, absolutely. Hey, Duck Duck. No, we don't know when it is yet. No, we're all waiting. Because if they gave us a time of like, hey, now it's going to go active at this time, I'd put like a timer on the screen and let you guys know it's going to start in blah. But yeah. How do I know if I'm subscribed? You have a subscription logo. Oh, next to your name. That's the subscriber badge next to your name. Yeah. Thank you, Enchant. Yeah, much better. Yeah, much better. I wish they would have announced the delay. Yeah, I kind of do too. But understandably, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Meej, that's really weird. Yeah, don't do that. Don't forget to check on... Wait, don't forget to check on your merch. No. No, Boy Mom. No. Wait, check on your... No, did you check on it? What's up, Raven? How are you? No, you do not have to sub for drops. No. This is just watch time. All you have to do is watch for 2 hours whenever it goes active. Yeah. So right now in my title, it says drops today. I normally have drops on, but I do not have that right now because they are not on yet. Not yet. No, subs don't go towards the charity. The only thing, no, you need to go through the Tiltify link to donate directly to the St. Jude campaign. Yeah. The best part about that is that that money does not go near me. It literally goes directly to them, which is awesome. 2 hours to watch time? Yeah, but all you have to do is watch Twitch for 2 hours. I mean, that's it. And then you get a cosmetic, which is definitely not too shab, dude. Not too shab, dude. No, and it does not have to. Yeah, thank you, Cauliflower. It does not need to be 2 hours in a row. And you have from today to the 11th. Today to the 11th, you have to watch for 2 hours. And it can be a half hour with me, an hour with somebody else, a half hour with another. It doesn't matter. As long as somebody has drops enabled and they're playing Phasmo, you're good to go. 2 hours? That's a pretty long time. Okay. All right. How much were you on your phone today? No, drops are not live yet. No. I have an interview today. Good luck. Where can you check how much you've watched? If you go to twitch.tv/drops, it'll show you your progress once the progress becomes available. So it can be anyone or just no, anybody playing Phasmo. It's all creators. It's anybody streaming Phasmo. But I always specify if drops are enabled because for some reason, some people turn them off. So if you're in a chat and someone's playing Phas and they're in the Phas category, but you're not earning a drop that you're supposed to be earning, chances are they turned it off. I don't know why they would have, but some people just don't care to have them on. So while I'm sitting here, what I'll do is I will actually go ahead and I'll go ahead and try to get that asset available so we can show it on the screen. Because I did not add it. Because when I would have added it, I was down for the count. So let's do that now while we wait. Why the delay? My assumption is that they're doing some final touches before they release it to the public. It's my guess. How many badges do I have? A few couple. Yeah, few couple. Favorite? It's really hard to say. I've got a few that I really, really like. Yeah. I should enable my drops now before the update. Yeah, if you plan on streaming. Yeah, just it should be on, I think, automatically. You have to go turn it off. Yeah, you have to go turn it off yourself. Haven't you got early access? I do. Or I did. Yeah. Oh, this logged me out. Son of a biscuit. I can't see who did that. Hold on. Hold. Yeah, look, I told you ads are randomly playing right now. I'm so glad that it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. The update is happening soon. When? I don't know. I do not know. Why is it like this? Nira, thank you for the dono to St. Jude, friendo. Thank you. Will the update possibly help with decreasing game crashes? That I don't know. That's hard to say, man. I'm not sure. How is your player card, the Astronomer with the eye and the Prestige? Oh, it's so funny you ask. So when the update goes live, you guys are going to have the ability to go in here and customize your ID card. And now the badges are no longer locked, to the card. So now you can have whatever special badge you want along with the prestige and whatever background you want. It is no longer locked. Yeah. This is not live yet, friends. This was part of the early preview that I did yesterday, or like of that build. So this is not, we're waiting for the update. We're waiting. I just wanted to show you guys while we wait. Do you need Discord connected to Twitch? It makes it easier, noob, but if you don't, you can always just message one of the mods, or open a ticket in the Discord and say, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nira. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I've wanted to do a lot more with the St. Jude campaign this year. It's like I'm waiting for my health to be 100% so we can do some of the stupid, awful things that I would do. So we're getting there. Baby steps. All right, that's fixed. That's good to go. Oh, okay, I squirreled. I squirreled. I need the assets, don't I? I squoiled. Hold on, please. That's cool that the card and the badge are fully customizable now too. Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't think I was expecting it, and I'm really glad that they did it. All right, let me open this, extract that. Anybody curious about the update and the drops? They are going to happen at the same time. We're just waiting to hear when the update is going to happen. I imagine there must be something happening on the back end for them that they're really making sure is fixed before they release it, so that they don't release it now and then everybody's like, what the hell? Why did this happen? Kind of thing. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably what's going on. How do the badges work? What do you mean? You just pick whatever background and whatever badges you want. Yeah. I've only had 6 years to prep. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. What gaming company do you run? Stony, thank you for the 4 months. Banji, thank you for the 12 months. Sammy, thank you for the 6. Good morning, friends. Good to see you all. Hello. All right. I'm sure that I have... Okay, what I'll do... Okay, this is going to look probably silly because I'm just going to drag it onto this screen. Yeah, F it, dude. There it is. Here, we'll do this. We'll do this. Or what I could do it like this or like this. It's just a quick way to pop up a little screen so people can see what's up. I'm trying not to like get in the way of anything though. All right, let's do this. We're doing it live. All right, center to the screen. That looks good. And then we'll drag this down here above the game. And I'm sure that I have an old button that I can remove. I'm sure that I do. So let's remove. Oh, actually, you know what? I have an old Phasmo drop button. We'll use this one. Aha! There we go. Now I can show people. So if people are wondering what the drop is, I can pull it up real fast. It's still not a full freedom with the card system. Can you ask them to let us put 2 prestige badges? Well, that just wouldn't make sense. I don't think it would make sense to have 2 prestige badges. Hey, Tobias, welcome in. Good to see you. Shane, thank you for the 7 months. Prison wall liquor. Oh, well, somebody's got to do it. No, so the update that you're looking at right now with me, it's the early access build from yesterday. That's what you see. Yep. So I don't have access to the full build right now. We're all waiting, but that's why I was like, okay, I'll at least get the game open, show a couple of things while we're waiting so people can see. You can't find the drop because there is no drop yet. Yeah. Can't find what's not there yet. I was waiting for them to be like, hey, it's going to happen at this time so that I could give you guys like a timer, but we don't have that. Yeah. Connected so you can watch the... Hey, let's go. There's another thing I could show you guys real fast for anybody that's a little bit new to this or confused it did. If you have never watched for drops before, or you're wondering how to get them, if you go to the main screen on your Phasmos, you could do this now without even having to worry about the update. You go to the main screen and you click on Twitch drops, and then you follow the instructions to link up your Phasmo with Twitch. Now you want to make sure that you're doing it wherever you want to have the badge or the cosmetic. I say that because if you have Phasmo on PlayStation and you have it on PC, wherever, it's not going to go back. There's no cross progression right now. So I would do it, link it up wherever you want to have that stuff. What's now the max prestige? 4,000. 4,000 is the max prestige now. Yeah. No, they're not available yet. You're correct. All right. Should I just run into a game real fast while we're waiting, man? I don't want to have you guys just sitting here staring at this. So dumb. It's silly, but you have to, I understand, like, the reason that they did 4,000 is because they wanted it to be infinite. Now, I think that the silly thing is that there's zero that you can get past 20. Oh no, that's not a joke. Oh no. Oh no. 4,000 is the prestige you can get now. Yeah. Wait, is there a bear in here? Oh God. Everybody run. Your prestige 20 with the F. But there's no benefit past 20. You don't get ID cards, you don't get cosmetics, you don't get anything when you go past 20. When I go for 5K. So if you want to go for prestige 4,000, congrats. It's going to take you over 20 years. Literally, like IRL 20 years to get it. Irony, excuse me. Why would someone do that 4,000 times? Because they just want to do it. You know, I was talking to Justly a little bit about this. I was like, I want to get the opinion of somebody that is one of the highest levels, if not highest, in the entire game. 20 years. If it takes you 60 hours to go from, which is what we're just doing like an average, which, okay, if you're a veteran player, you'll be faster, blah, blah, blah. 60 hours per prestige, and you do 4,000 prestiges, going from 0 to 4,000, it will take you 27 years, 10,000 days. Yeah. Got to get that grind early. That's right. I went from Xbox PS5 and lost all the progression. So annoyed. That's fair. I really do wish that they had cross progression. I really do. It's super unfortunate that they don't. Irony, thank you for the subs, dude. Thank you for the follows, by the way, friends. We're waiting, man. Anybody that's curious, we're just waiting. We're waiting. Jiminy Christmas indeed. I don't got 10K days. I don't got 10K days, Lieutenant Dan. Hey, Draw, good morning. Mr. Baron. Joke's on you. People will be prestige 40 in about 20 minutes after the update's out. You know, it's going to be really funny, Baron. I kind of want to see our first prestige 4,000 in a rando lobby. If anybody's going to find it, Baron will. I don't know, man. He's got this nose to like sniff them out. He's got strategies. He's got strats. Yes, I'll be doing drops. Anybody that is streaming Phasmo, whenever the drops become available, will have them available. Yeah, but I'll have them. Yes. Hey, Rip, welcome in. Can we skip prestiges? What do you mean? Can you skip? I mean, you don't have to prestige, but you can't like go from no. Okay. If this is what you mean, no, you can't go like I can't prestige and go an extra 5 prestiges now since I'm level 541. If I prestige, I will go to prestige 21, level 0. No extra levels. Any level that you have done beyond level 100 is lost in the sauce. It is gone. Yeah, there's no time for the update yet, friends. We're literally waiting. Why won't they release it? If I had to guess, because we haven't been given much information, even as partners, is that they're probably trying to finalize something that was not ready. My guess, something that like, it must be on the bigger side where it's like, hey, we've got to get this taken care of before it's released, because if we release it now, it's screwed up and they're going to get they would get more flack releasing it than they would delaying it, is my logic. Do you stream all day today? No, I'll stream all morning. Not all day. I work. So I took the morning off to do this. And then after lunch, I'll do work. Do work. No, there's no set time right now. No. We wait. We wait. Maybe they're removing I don't think it's something like that, because I think that they've even stated that, here, we'll walk around like this. I think that they've stated that they're not really adding much when it comes to fixes between what we were doing yesterday and today. So it must be something else. Must be. Dixon, thank you for the 9 mods, dude. What time zone am I in? East. Yeah, anytime you hear me referring to most times, it's usually East. How do we donate? Do exclamation point donate, friend. Yeah, and I'm doing St. Jude campaign all month, so don't feel like any need to floor it. We have all month long, but this is our goal for the month. We're going big. We're not going home. We're going big. Bro, I'm telling you, it is hot in here. What the hell? Can't wait for them to add the new ghost trophies as well. Do we know if they're even going to add new ghost trophies? There's no guarantee about that. Maybe they're working on the blind spot in the lobby. The blind spot. Oh, no. There's no, that was fixed. No, that's not happening. No, we're good. Anybody that hasn't seen it though, the drop that will be available soon is this one. Will be available soon. So when the character update goes live, oh wait, can I show you in game? Actually, it's this one. It's a little hard to see and I can't zoom into the shirt, but when we're playing multiplayer, we'll be able to see it a little bit better. But yeah, it's this guy. Participate in a Twitch drop for the player character update, which is coming soon. Again, I really hope that they add this shirt in black and also white, not just white, because I feel like white is going to be really hard to see. But yeah, this is my character. What does Lisa's room look like now? Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. What is it? It's the wings from the High Priestess card. Yeah. It does look a little bit like DBD Dwight. A little bit. Yeah. I'm playing on the partner build that was given to us for early access. Yeah, I'm just running around inside of that while we wait because, I mean, what else am I going to do? What else am I going to do? Michaela, thank you for the dono to St. Jude. Thank you, friend. No, that doesn't mean you need, no, it's a drop reward. You don't need to get the High Priestess card to get the shirt, although you will look like a big ass poser if you're wearing the shirt and you haven't even gotten the card yet. So, just saying. How did I become a partner? They asked me when, before they were adding any sort of, I don't want to say restrictions. Before they made an application process for where you had to meet certain thresholds with numbers and all that jazz, I got asked to join as a partner. Do you have to be on the game to get the drop? No, but to be able to get the drop inside the game, you have to be on the game. Yeah. Does that make sense? No, you don't have to own Phasmophobia to get the drop. Big ass poser or big ass poser? Yes. Time of the drops? No idea. No idea. Should I run into a game while we're waiting? You want me to just keep looking around the lobby? I can sprint around like this if you want, you know, whatever. We're just waiting, man. We're just waiting. Play a little bit while we wait? Might as well. Yeah, F it. Let's go to Tangle Streets. I'm going to do pro so I can show the watch. I do love the watch. Play Jenga. I'm sorry if I cough today. Still getting over stuff. All right, let's go. One ghost away. Need to ride you. Nice. Legs look like noodles. What do you mean my legs look like noodles? What are you talking about? It's my hot step. It's my hot step. The watch? The watch. When your sanity board is available, you can now see your sanity on your watch. Yes, the wrist looks a little ridiculous. It's something they can fix later. It's the least of my worries. You see the color circle or the color ring around my watch? That's my sanity. And then you can see when I'm pushed to talk in the game. That timer right there is when I open the front door of the house. I'm going to put a suggestion again and again that this timer needs to be a stopwatch. I don't want to know the match time. I don't care. I care more about being able to use this to actually do an effective timer, rather than like checking what time it is and then checking the time again after however many seconds. I want a stopwatch. Yeah. Anybody that's curious about the update when it's coming, we're waiting, friends. It's a waiting game, man. This is an early access build as of right now. The watch is useless after professional. Not useless. I would say that's incorrect. No, I think that's wrong because you could still use it to do smudge timers. It's not useless. Moves like a skinwalker? You move like a skinwalker. Yeah, thank you so much for the dono. Anonymous, thank you for the donos to St. Jude, guys. Thank you so much. Can we get the watch on the other side of our wrist? I don't know the exact reason they chose to do the underside instead of the over. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer. We were literally talking about that yesterday. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah. But understand that some of the things you're seeing in this, and also some of the things that we're going to see whenever the update goes live here soon, is going to change when the Alan Wake update comes out, because they're going to be fixing stuff. Like, hey, this is weird. Let's fix it. Hey, this is a strange distance. I mentioned the thing about the journal. I got response back from DK about that. So like, they're looking into things. The more vocal we are, the better. The watch does tell your sanity, but like someone was saying, once you go past nightmare or nightmare and beyond, you can't see your sanity because the board is broken. Where's my little EMF? Oh, there she is. She's so cute. Haven't played Phas in 7 or 8 months. Is it worth re-downloading? I would just stay quiet in the hole somewhere. I wouldn't worry about it. No, you should. It's really fun. Jenny, thank you for the dono. Is there a way to donate to St. Jude? Absolutely. If you do ! Donate, friend. Yes, yes, yes. Can you turn it off? Does the ghost pick it up? My watch? No. It is not used. It is not an electronic that can be detected by the ghost. It is a little, dude, it's going to be a little weird seeing hands in the game, but like for me, I don't know what that, like, oh, are you here? Wait, no, it's snowing outside, right? Damn it. I remember the first time I ever played in VR. One of the most immersive things that I felt about the game was when I picked up a flashlight in game and was moving it around. Okay, you are here. And how real it felt when you could look around with the flashlight like that. This gives a little bit of the vibe because of how far forward your flashlight is. Don't forget your breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I don't ever eat breakfast. 2 degrees. Oh my God. See, a lot of people being worried about some of the, the charming Phasmo jank being gone. Yeah, it's not gone. It's just moved. Coffee for breakfast. Yeah, that's usually me. I'm usually the same. All right. I told Baron that I saw his pickle this morning. Don't worry about it. All right, let's do video camera. I'm keeping my eyes peeled on the Discord though. The second that I see that there's an announcement in the Phasmo server, I'll know that it's live. And then once I know that, then we'll be good to go. Pizza, thank you for the dono. Thank you so much. There is another drop today. Yeah, we're just waiting. We're just in a holding pattern. You, and you. Your breakfast is a little Phasmo sesh. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that the general chat is going insane. I'm not, yeah, refreshing. See, as soon as I see their announcement, then I know we're good to go. I'm not going to sit there and refresh. I understand that I come from a place of privilege right now where I'm able to do at least this while we wait. But try to keep a little entertainment while we wait. What's the ghost name? Oh. Oh. Hey, we're like family. Holy Christmas. Relax. Oh my God. Chill. Jeez. I'm running. I'm out of here. My favorite. Oh, you son of a bitch. My favorite cursed object is the music box. Yeah, I love it. What was the reasoning for decreasing the GUI size of most items? Hey, F you too, buddy. My guess as to why like the decrease in the size of it is just the realism of holding it away. This is too small. This is baby. I do agree there's some items here that could really use some adjusting. Like this is fine. Like this is cool for me. This is a massive spirit box anyway. So like that's totally, this looks great. There's some items that could use some adjustments. EMF, I'd say is definitely one of them. I'd say probably. Yeah, frickin' heathen. The screen on the cam seems a bit too small to use on TV. The screen on the cam seems a bit too small to use on TV. Oh, you know what? Oh, I just saw that. You know what I didn't do yesterday that we're going to do today? I didn't do different tiered runs. EMF for ants? I didn't do different tier runs yesterday. We'll do that today. Like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 and get like see how it's like to interact with all the different objects. We'll do that today for sure. Dance party in the garage. I need to get a glow stick too. Yeah, that's next on the agenda. So we have EMF 5 and Dootskis. Now, oh, unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Let's bring in some salt. Let's bring in a UV. And what's my... Oh, let me cycle to my nothingness. Okay. The drops will start when the update goes live. When does the update go live? We're waiting to hear when that's going to happen. No shade, it was singing. Yeah. Yeah. Shut your mouth. You saw it, so it can't be a Goryo. I saw the dots from the video camera. I didn't see them in person. Yeah, camera. Yeah. So we'll see. This is your first time watching me? Well, welcome in. If you're not following any of the other socials, friend, they are all in chat. I have many. Okay. Now we can say now it's not a Goryo. Okay. Now we can say nay. All right. I need to bring a photo camera in here too. Let's do, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's bring, you haven't touched any Nanors while I was away, did you? Oh, also doors. When you touch the door, it'll keep moving now. So like, if I go like this. It does it with the breaker too. Relax. Shut up. I'm gonna get a photo camera so we can photograph your big stupid face. Don't know if you like that. I don't mind it. See, he likes it. The salt animation could use some work. It could use some work. Yeah. Hey, Draco, welcome in. Vortex, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Thank you for all the follows, friends. We are all just waiting. We are all just waiting, friends. I know. I was blessed that they delayed, because if they would have gone live at 7, I wasn't home yet. You know what? Here, let's do this. I wasn't home yet, so I wouldn't have been able to go live when it happened, but yeah. Yeah, the salt animation's rough. Yeah, you go to play salt. Oh, you suck. You go to play salt and you move wherever you started to place it. It doesn't matter how far away you are. It'll go in the place you started to place it. I was asleep, so I would have missed it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Hold on. Ooh, okay, that's rough. Oh, yeah. People are not going to be very happy. Yeah, people are not going to be very pleased. Yeah. So the update is not going to be live for 2.5 hours. It's going to go live at 11. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's a 4-hour delay, dude. Yeah, that's rough. Don't leave for work until 4? No, well. That's really, really unfortunate. I was really hoping to be able to do the drops this morning. Apparently not. So I'm going to take that out of the title for now. Gonna tweak, bruh? I mean, you know, you do what you want in your free time. Player character update later. Yeah, not the end of the world, but not great. Definitely not great. Gonna be about 1 a.m. for you. Damn. I mean, as for the drops themselves, you have like 5 days. So that's definitely not bad. Listen, dude, if you... At least it's still today. This is true. This is true. Do I have... I mean, I could always do that countdown timer. I could add that back to the screen. I need to move it around a little bit. But yeah. Main menu says 2 weeks. Hey, what? I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened to make them need to delay it 4 hours. That I don't know. Check the main menu. All right, hold on. Hold on. Did we... Wait. Hold on. Let me figure out what this is real quick. And then I'll go. Give me this just in case. Let's do this. Give me this. They broke something. Something happened. I don't know what. Yeah, I've got dots in EMF5. And we know that it's not a Goryo. Let's just go for Spirit Box. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Shit, might need to link up with Tommy Tom and see if he wants to frickin' play this morning or something. Definitely no UV. Isanoni. All right, let me go check the main menu. Someone told me to go look. Flash and Tom team up? Maybe. I mean, it's... I don't think that was in the plans by any means, but... Do we know if there's any other bug fixes for today? I don't know. I'm not sure. Do not know. All right, let's do this. What if I put... People are going to be asking, obviously, a lot. I'm just going to put drops later. I'm just going to put drops later. All right. Oni. Somebody said the menu screen, but okay, but that might be... Okay, but it might look different. It might look different for you than for me, what you see on the menu screen. Yeah, somebody was saying if you go to the menu, you can see the time. Like where? Check where? Are you talking about here? This? Under the drops? This is for, this says May 19th to May 26th. Well, no, I'm a little confused. Hey, Town, how are you? You have access to the Easter stuff now, apparently? Oh, do I? Oh, I do. What the hell? Curious how much money you have on Phas? 2 million. Yeah, the Alan Wake update happens on the 12th. I don't know what that date is referring to. I don't know. Has the update hit? No, it's not going to hit until 11 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about adding a countdown onto my screen so people can see it. Is there a carnival update? I heard someone say it was. It looks like inside of the Alan Wake update that they're like Camp Woodwind looks like it's getting like a carnival skin almost. Yeah. For hit that prestige button, you're assuming I'm going to hit the prestige button. You're assuming. Look at the pinned messages in the Phas Discord. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, see, like Joe. Well, I mean, I couldn't have stayed in bed. I had to get up for my kiddo anyway. But I could have scheduled it to where I was doing the update stuff this afternoon instead of this morning. But now it's like this morning is just more, I guess, early access stuff. Yeah, I've got some decision making to make. Will we have to repurchase clothing items if we prestige? I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. Don't touch potatoes. Thank you for the Prime. Your toddler's got a sticky diaper. That's great. Best of luck to you. Yeah, it looks like 11 a.m. for us. Hi, Dahlia. Hi, friend. Let me see. Someone said to go look at the Phasmo channel inside of their server and look at the pin message. Okay, well, that's referring to the drop for today. Right. But that doesn't reference what they posted, what they've done to whatever the drop is inside of the game. Wouldn't make sense to have you repurchase cosmetics. No, I don't think so either. Sailor, thank you for the 8 months. Yeah, I don't think so. What is Alan Wake? It's a game. Yeah. 'Tis a game. Okay, I need to get out of this Phasmo chat. Oh my god, it's gonna be awful to watch. No, I don't think you can take off the jacket. I don't think that that is a possibility. No, we were wondering the same thing. No, I don't think so. All right, if I go to my overlays, let's see here. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I want to try. I think I'm going to put a countdown timer on the screen for when drops are going to start so people know. Then, I mean, some are still going to ask, but the majority will see it on screen and it should help a little bit. Yeah, because a lot of people are under the assumption that they were to start around like 7 a.m. this morning, but it's not going to be till 11 a.m. Eastern time, what I'm referring to. All right. What the hell? Why won't it let me? Oh, because I'm a goof. Oh, that's why. Because I'm a goof. Trying to set the time to literally right now. It's like, oh, that's why it won't let me do it. All right, 11 o'clock. That should be right. Let me see what. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. So if we wanted to, what I could do is I could do this. I need to move it. But I could do something like this. It's where the St. Jude stuff happens, but that's okay. For the most part, I mean, people will keep their eyeballs down there and then they'll see both the St. Jude animations and they'll also see the drop information. Drops when? High zero. If I leave this stream on all night, by morning, will I get the drop? I can't answer that question because I don't know. I don't know how long I can be live while the drops are actually happening now that they've been delayed of like 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to say. So I'm trying to figure out in my head what I want to do right now. Tal, oh, Tal, thank you so much for the dono to St. Jude. Thank you, friend. 4 hour delay's hard. Well, if you're just waiting for the drop to like, and you're randomly going to turn stuff like on to see it, then it's not a big deal. But if you're like, hey, I'm planning my morning around doing content and doing that other stuff, and then it's like, well, we're delaying 4 hours. It's like, well, shit. I got to figure out what I want to do now. Yeah. Where am I from? United States. Yeah. Is there any particular reason you're desperate in knowing? Best advice is to put someone on later this evening. I mean, again, it's happening for 5 days. For 5 days, we have the ability to earn them. Yeah. But drops don't start for that timer in the bottom left, friends. 2 hours, 23 minutes. Yep. Oh, because he has a crush on me. Okay. I am taken, but I can ask Mrs. Flash if she's okay with it. We'll see. Codis, thank you for the prime, dude. Can I show the Easter cosmetics? I can sure try. We'll go to the mask here in a second. So there's the t-shirt. There's the shirt. Well, I don't understand why I need to buy the necklace that I earned. I'm not going to right now. Do I need to also buy the mask? No, I don't need to buy the mask. Hey, Pamsies. How's the new update? I mean, it's been honestly, I've been really enjoying it. I've been really enjoying it. It doesn't, I guess I could say update. Hold on. I might have a better way of doing that. Actually, hold. I have I think a better way of doing that. Let's go back into what I had so that way people understand a little bit better. Instead of saying drops start in, we will say update plus drops. Maybe we do this instead. Okay, that's... What if I get rid of the start? What if I say update plus drops in and then the time? Do you think people can complete the sentence themselves? Do you think that would work? Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. No doc today? No, I forgot to call his mommy and ask him what he was doing today. You're very hopeful. I know. I think it looks good. I think it's clean. I don't want to make the word smaller because I want people to be able to read it. And if they're on mobile and I make that smaller, that's going to kind of suck to try to read. Doc isn't going to cry. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what's going to happen. Yeah. So you're no longer going to be doing the drop today since you work. That's a really hard thing to answer. It's a tough thing to answer. I have a couple, although there's like options here. options here. Oh, God bless you. I could. Here's the options I have. Thank you. I could. What I can't do is I can't keep going from now until like through the afternoon. I can't do that. If I stop now and I work from now until 11 and then go live when it's happening, I go live in like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then I could stream from like 11 till like 2. And then that way I'm getting my work done, but then still able to do the update with the drop as soon as it goes live. Rather than just being live now just to be live. I hate to do it. I really do. But from now until that point, it's going to be an endless sea of like, when does it go live? When are the drops? And it's fair to everybody that's asking because they should have been live, right? So there is obviously something bigger on the back end that's happening that they've needed to delay this. So like, I understand that there are things happening for them. They're trying to figure it out. They want to make sure that it's right when it goes live. I totally understand that. It does suck a little bit. I think that would probably be the best. Hang up on us. Okay, that sounds rude. Yeah. I'm new to you. What work do you do? So I am a professional video editor, cinematographer. I've been doing it professionally for 9 years. Yeah, I'm a lead video editor for a production house. Yeah. So I'll be doing video editing for my work up until that point. Yep. You're just going to abandon us. How do I donate? If you do !donate, and I do not need to be live for you to donate. If you are just looking to donate to St. Jude because you're awesome and we love you, that campaign is live all month long. And if you get the itch to donate in the middle of the night when I'm not streaming or whatever, it's live. It's there. How do I get a job like that? Grind, work hard, put yourself out there. My suggestion, if you're actually trying to do something like that, would be to do some jobs for free to build your portfolio and then show that portfolio to somebody you want to work with. Will you be going to see the new Mortal Kombat? I don't know if I'd be going to see it, but I want to see it. Yeah, whether it's from home or whatever. Yeah. Man, I should show my kids the old one. Like the original one. That's what I should do. Karen, hello. Makes sense about going now and streaming later. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, I have not seen the MJ movie. No, negative. If I recall correctly, you were there at the same company as a different job originally or something of this. Well, I worked somewhere else and then I went to there. Yeah. Mortal Kombat. Hi, Mel. There's a new Mortal Kombat movie. Yes, John, there is. Yeah. It actually, I mean, the trailer looks good. It looks good to me. Yeah. So anybody that's wondering when drops are happening and when the update's going live, in 2 hours and 17 minutes, I think the plan is that I am going to shift gears. I am going to stop streaming, work for the next 2 some odd hours, do that, and then whenever it's getting close to 11, go live again. I think that's what we're going to do. Pearl Urban's going to be different as Johnny. Yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. I think so. It's going to be the best use of time instead of showing the early. Again, we don't know 100% of what is being, if there's anything being changed between right now and whenever they show us the update. Yeah. Is it bad to play a movie on your stream while you work? To play a movie on your stream while you mean like to keep this No, I don't want to do that. No, that's not good. Yeah, do like a BRB and leave it live for 2 hours? No, I think it would be deceptive because then people are going to be like, wait, he's live. So the update or the thing is happening, right? Like, yeah, I don't want to do that to people. Yeah, I hate to go live like multiple times, give multiple pings and all that jazz. I do apologize if any of that's happening today. But I mean, honestly, I was waiting to ping the server until I knew for a fact that the update was out. So I didn't do that yet. But if you guys are looking to know what the exact moment that I'm going live, the Discord link is in chat. I will be posting in the Discord as soon as I go live. Yeah. TC, thank you for the biddies. Thank you guys all for the follows, man. I appreciate it. Do we know what the drop reward is? Yes, you do. The drop reward is going to be that. That's why I didn't tell you to ping. Yeah, I was going to wait until I knew that it was live for sure. I'm not exactly sure why there's a 4-hour delay. I don't know, but it is what it is. We'll make the best of it. Yeah, my hope, I really hope that they give us that shirt in black as well, not just white, because I feel like it's going to be hard to see in just white. We'll see. But all right, guys, this is what we're going to do. I am going to stop streaming. Okay. And then I'm going to go live again in a little over 2 hours, but I'm going to do some work for the next couple hours. Yeah. And then as soon as the update's about to go live, I'll go live. Drops will be live. We'll be back full swing again. Okay. Groovy. Sound good? Sound awesome? Stuff and things. I tell you what, let's go raid real fast. Actually, you know what? Here, you know what I'm going to do? All right. One last time, the Discord, I'm going to ping you guys in the server when I go live. I don't rely on just Twitch's notification system because we know that that is not reliable. We know that's not reliable. I do have a 24/7 channel that is live literally all day and night with past VODs. So rather than confuse you even more, I'm just going to take you over there. See you in a few. Yeah. I'm going to go park you and I'm going to go park you somewhere else to watch my face over there before we go live back again in like 2 hours here. Yeah. What time will that be for me? Town guy. So look in the bottom left corner in 2 hours and 13 minutes, whatever time that is for you. Yep. Whatever time that is for you, friend. Here, I'll give you raid messages anyway. You don't have to. It's up to you. The follower one, the sub one, the tier 3, they're all there. But I appreciate you guys. If you were here early, especially to try to get it early, I appreciate you guys for being here. Could you raid back into here for the stream for the lurkers? Yes, I can. I can do that. Yes. So if what I could do is I could go live there and then I could raid back into here and then bring the 24/7 channel back live again just to be live again on its own. Yes, I could do that. So if somebody's lurking right now or you want to go lurk and then you want to make sure you're back when drops are happening, I'm going to raid back in. We can do that. That's a great idea, actually. That's a fantastic idea. Because there's people that probably opened the stream this morning and just left it open. Fantastic idea. Cousin Tony, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. All right. What is lurking? Lurking is when you have a stream open, but you might not be paying attention at the moment. Off doing stuff with the fam. If you're doing laundry, step away, go to whatever it might be. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I will see you in a little over 2 hours. In a little over 2, I will see you. So 11 a.m. Eastern is whenever the update and the drops are going to happen. I'll be live then, friends. But for now, go watch more of my face. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.